So you've probably heard whispers about this, the 30-day AI Millionaire Challenge. It's this idea that we are smack in the middle of a brand new digital gold rush. But this time, you don't need a pickaxe or a PhD to strike it rich. Today, we're going to break down exactly how this whole thing works.
But let's be real, okay? That immediately brings up the big question, right? The one that stops almost everybody before they even start. You see all this opportunity, but you're thinking, yeah, but I'm not a coder. I don't get machine learning. Is this even for me?
And the answer, according to this whole framework, is a huge, resounding no. This isn't about being a tech wizard. It's about being a creator, a problem solver. It's for the people who can spot a real-world problem and figure out how to connect it to an AI tool that already exists. All right, so here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to kick things off with the mindset, which is crucial. Then we'll break down this 30-day challenge week by week, learning the ropes, actually creating your products, making that all-important first sale, and then, the really cool part, scaling it all up with automation. First things first, before you even open a single app, you got to get your head right. This is all about your mindset. It's not about complicated code, it's about a really simple but powerful shift in how you approach this whole thing. The number one rule is fail fast, learn faster. Seriously, in this game, perfection is your worst enemy. If you wait for the perfect tool or the perfect plan, you will be left in the dust, because this stuff changes fast. Every mistake you make isn't a failure, it's just data. It's information telling you where to go next. And a huge piece of that mindset is understanding your relationship with AI. It's not your competitor, it's your new co-pilot. They call this the centaur model. It's not human versus machine, it's human plus machine. The AI is like your tireless, brilliant employee, and your job is to be the director. You give the command. Think of it like this. You hand off all the boring, repetitive grunt work to the AI. Let it crunch the data, generate the first drafts, do all the heavy lifting. That frees up your brain for the stuff that humans are amazing at: judgment, strategy, empathy, and putting the final polish on things. The AI might do 90% of the work, but your 10% provides 90% of the value. Okay, let's get our hands dirty week 1. This week is all about building that foundation. The goal isn't to become a world-class expert, it's just to get comfortable, to get confident talking to these AI tools. And the commitment for week 1? It's simple. 1 focused hour a day. That's it. Your mission is to master the art of the prompt. Basically, learning how to talk to AI. So instead of just saying, write about dogs, you get specific. You say, act as a professional copywriter and write 5 Instagram captions for a luxury dog walker targeting new clients in New York City. You give it a role, you give it context, and then you work with it. You refine its answers. Never, ever just accept the first thing it spits. Now we're getting to the fun stuff. Week 2 is where all that theory becomes real. We're shifting from just learning to actually creating. And there's one golden rule here. Absolutely no perfectionism allowed. Your goal for the week is to create 3 distinct, sellable assets. And we're not talking about some vague pie-in-the-sky idea. We're talking concrete products. Think about it. A pack of social media captions for a busy cafe owner, an AI-powered resume rewrite for a job hunter, a set of ebook covers for a new author. These are real problems that you can solve super quickly with AI. This right here is the mantra for week 2. Say it with me. Done is infinitely better than perfect. Your goal is to create minimum viable products, things that are good enough to sell, good enough to test. You are not trying to create a masterpiece. You're trying to create momentum. Okay, week 3. Now, this is often the most terrifying and the most exciting step. You've got your products, but now you got to put them out there. The goal here isn't to build a 6-figure empire in 7 days. It's just to get proof that this works. And the process is broken down into 3 pretty simple steps. First, build a basic launchpad. We're not talking about a huge, complex website, just a single, simple page to show what you're offering. Second, go find where your potential customers hang out online, forums, Facebook groups, and do some targeted, genuine outreach. And third, when you land that first customer, deliver an amazing experience and then immediately ask for their feedback. Honestly, the entire goal of this week boils down to one thing: making your first dollar. That's it. It's not about the money itself. That $1 is the psychological breakthrough. It is proof, it's validation that you can take an idea, use technology to build it, and create something of value that another human being will pay for. It changes everything.
So, you did it. You made your first sale. You've got that momentum. Now we move to week 4 and we figure out how to turn this into a real system. This is where you go from being a hustler, trading time for money, to becoming a system architect. And the path to scaling is a really clear 3-step journey. You start by manually using AI to deliver a service for a client. Then, once you get good at it, you standardize that process into a repeatable, productized service. And the final leap? You build a system around it, like a simple no-code app or a digital storefront that delivers the product for you. That is the jump to passive income. And I mean, just look at the difference. It's night and day. A manual hustle means your income is always capped by the number of hours in a day. You can't scale. But when you build an automated system, you invest that time up front to create something that can grow, with the potential for truly uncapped income. You're building a machine that works for you, even when you're not working. So there you have it. We've walked through the entire 30-day framework, from getting your mind right to mastering the tools, from creating to getting paid, and finally, to building a system that can scale. It's a clear path from total beginner to actual builder. And just think about that transformation for a second. In week 1, you go from being curious to being a confident user. In week 2, you're a product creator with actual assets to your name. By week 3, boom, you're an entrepreneur with a sale under your belt. And in week 4, you become a system builder, laying the groundwork for real, sustainable growth. So here's the bottom line. The doors to this new digital world, they are wide open. But they're waiting for people who are willing to just start, to take action, even if it's not perfect. The path is clear, the tools are right there, the 30-day clock, well, it's ticking. So the only real question left is, what are you going to launch?